Hello friends, today we are going to conduct a lecture on malaria. Malaria, it is the disease which is caused by mosquito infection. It is a mosquito-borne infectious disease which is caused by intracellular protozoan parasite called as Plasmodium, which is characterized by cycles of shaking, chills, fever, sweating and anemia. Affect 500 million and kills more than 1 million people due to malaria each year. This disease is endemic in tropical and subtropical region, sub-Saharan area, Asia and Latin America. In India, about 1.5 to 2 million cases and 1,000 malarial deaths are reported annually. Causative agents of malaria and their species. There are main four species which caused malarial infection. One is Plasmodium vivax and it can cause benign tertiary malaria. Second is Plasmodium falciparum. Malignant tertiary and pernicious malaria are caused due to this species. This is common and fatal complications are also included in the malaria which is caused by Plasmodium falciparum. Plasmodium malariae, it is a quartan malaria, and Plasmodium ovale. Ovale is tertiary malaria. These are the four causative agents which is caused malaria. These all forms are transmitted by infective bite of female Anopheles mosquito. Transmission through blood transfusion can also be occur. Man develop disease after 10 to 14 days of being bitten by infective mosquito. Then life cycle of Plasmodium. This is divided into two phases: sexual phase, which is occur in the mosquito, and another one is asexual phase, which is in human. This asexual phase, which also divides into the exoerythrocytic, that is pre-erythrocytic stage, and pre-erythrocytic shigoni, and another is second is erythrocytic shigoni. The infection stages of malaria, which is sporozoid. The sporozoid found in the salivary gland of the female mosquitoes. In the human body, mosquito takes blood as a meal. That means there is a consumption of sporozoids which is already present in the infected person's blood. And then the sporozoid, again after bite of this infective mosquito, sporozoid released into the human blood. And in the blood they transfer into the liver cells, and then they infect to the liver cell. Now exoerythrocytic stage. In this stage parasites include hepatocytes, schizont, which contain thousands of merozoites, which infected hepatocyte release about 30,000 merozoites. These merozoites are haploid form, we quickly infect red cells, and then there is a red cell infection. After destruction of RBCs in the liver cells, there is a sign and symptom we can see in the person is fever and chills. Then Plasmodium vivax and Plasmodium ovale form latent hapnozoids in hepatocyte, which causes relapse of malaria long after initial infection. Erythrocytic stage. Within the RBC, the parasite grow in membrane-bound digestive vacuole, hydrolyzing hemoglobin through secreted enzyme. A continuation of asexual reproduction of most of the parasite develop into the tropozoites. Then after tropozoites they convert into the schizonts, which is multiple chromatin in schizones develop into the merozoites. Merozoites which RBC destruction and merozoites infect the other red cells. Next stage is production of gametocytes. Some parasites develop into a sexual form called gametocyte and they are infect to the mosquito. This is a diagram which shows the life cycle of the malarial parasite, how they occur in the human body and how it infects in the healthy person. Now this is the both stage of malaria. One is occurred in the human and another is in the mosquito. Firstly, we can see mosquito takes a blood as a meal which inject the sporozoite from the infected person. Then it goes into the liver cell and infect that hepatocytes. After that, there is a formation of schizones and schizones, later schizones ruptured. This ruptured schizone release into the blood stream. Then they are circulate all over the body through blood stream. This is known as exoerythrocytic cycle. After that, the erythrocytic cycle will start. This ruptured schizone convert into the immature trophozoites in the ring stage. This immature trophozoite then mature and which again convert into the schizones and again schizone ruptures into the blood. This cycle continuously run in the blood, and in another side there is a formation of gametocyte by Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malariae. This gametocyte which is present into the blood cells, and mosquito also another mosquito which bite to the human or patient of malaria again take a blood, and in now the process of cycle which start in the in the mosquito. Then after bitten to the human, the infection carry into the mosquito. Then there is a formation of microgametocyte. This microgametocyte is a phase in which microgamete entering into the macrogamete, and then there is a ookinete, formation of oocyte, and then this ruptured oocyte release the sporozoite into the blood. Again, after releasing sporozoite into the blood, there is presence of sporozoite in the blood, and after bite of mosquito to this infected person carry the same infection. After this infection, diagnosis of this malaria, and for the diagnosis of malaria, the medical history of that particular person can be reviewed. Conduct a physical exam and some blood test. These blood tests are only way to confirm a malaria diagnosis. Certain blood tests can help to showing the presence of parasite in the blood, or to confirm that malarial confirmation test through the blood test. Again, which type of malaria parasite present in the body and which causing the symptoms. And again, one more thing is important: if infection is caused by parasite resistant to drugs or not. Blood test helps to determine whether the disease is causing any serious complications or not. Some tests take several days to complete, and some give results within the 15 minutes. In the treatment, the drugs and length of treatment will vary depending on the types of malarial parasite, which causing symptoms, severity of symptoms, age of that particular patient, and if patient is pregnant. Then medication. The most common antimalarial drugs include artemisinin based combination therapies and chloroquine phosphate. This ACTs, that is artemisinin based combination therapy, are in many cases first line treatment of malaria. There are several types of ACTs. For example, include artemether lumefantrine, that is Coartem, and artesunate amodiaquine. These two are the common example which is used in general practices. Each ACT is combination of two or more drugs that work against a malarial parasite in different ways. Another one is chloroquine phosphate. This preferred treatment for any parasite that is sensitive to the drug, but in many part the parasite that causes malarial resistance to chloroquine, and the drug is no longer effective in the treatment of malaria. And other antimalarial drugs include combination of atovaquone and proguanil, that is Malarone. Again, one is quinine sulfate, doxycycline, mefloquine, primaquine phosphate. These are the other drugs we can use to treat the malarial infection. Now here we start, and these are the